Hey guys, come on downstairs. We're playing Edmonton Oilers franchise here in Mama's Basement. It is episode number 56. We are sitting at March 4th, and we're going to do a handful of games here, 6 of them to be exact, against the Rangers, the Senators, then on the road against the Blackhawks, and then in the final week of this episode, we will have 3 home games against the Caps, the Sabres, and the Minnesota Wild. Quick look at the standings as we go into this episode. We sit at 69 points, tied with the LA Kings, just outside of the playoffs. In the Pacific Division, San Jose, Anaheim, and Calgary are ahead of us. Calgary is what we are shooting for. They are at 72 points. So we start this one off against the New York Rangers, and we will pick it up in the third period from Rogers Place in Edmonton, and it is the opening faceoff of the third period game with a 3-1 score in favor of the Oilers and make it 4-1. A nice pass from Eberle to Lucic. Across the crease, the one-timer is buried by Milan Lucic. That's his 16th goal of the season. And it's 4-1 Oilers, 16 minutes to go in the game. Here comes the Kings. Shot saved by Talbot. Not the Kings. We're playing the Rangers. We're chasing the Kings, but we're playing the Rangers. 4-2 Oilers. Here come the Rangers. Pass deflected away. Here's Hayes from the middle. Hayes has it knocked away by Draisaitl. He gets it back, sends one on net. It is behind the net now. Back out to the front of the net, and a nice save by Cam Talbot. On the one-timer, he gets a glove on it. That one was ticketed to the back of the net. 5:16 to go in the third. It's 4-2. Shot, another glove save right off the face-off by Cam Talbot. And the Oilers hold on to win this one 4-3. The Rangers would score one more time. Eberle with a goal and an assist. Lucic with a goal and 2 assists for Adam Larsson. Here in game number 65. We go 0 of 3, or they go 0 of 3 on the power play. We did not draw any penalties. And we win the faceoff battle 36-13. On to game number 66 against the Ottawa Senators, who also sit at 71 points, and we'll pick this one up in the third as well. It's in Rogers Place. It's 3-2 Senators, and a beautiful toe drag, and then shot is just wide, and Edmonton has it. They'll go the other way. Here comes Draisaitl. Draisaitl carries it into the zone, kicks it back up to his skate. Back to Maroon. Maroon across the crease is taken away by Ottawa, and now we are all tied up at 3. Edmonton scored to tie this one up at 3 with 9:54 to go in the third. And here is Ryan. He has it taken away. And then it is back to the middle. Loose puck. And scored by the Senators. This is Mike Hoffman. It's his second goal of the game. As you see, the loose puck just ends up squirting free to Hoffman, who is right on the doorstep to put that one home. It's 4-3 Senators with 6:33 to go. Here comes Ottawa. Shot, scores again. Another score for Ottawa. It's 5-3. This time it's Matt Pumple. And a nice pass gets all the way through to him. For the score, here's Draisaitl with 6:17 to go. Shot deflected into the corner. Maroon has it behind the net. It's taken away by Ottawa. And here comes the Sens. They lose it. And Patrick Maroon has it. He'll turn around, carry it into the zone. Everybody's onside. Here's the pass back to Draisaitl. Shot is wide of the net, and it's still 5-3 with 3:34 to go. Here come the Oilers again on the shorthand. They are shorthanded. Here is Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid. He's going to skate it behind the net and then come back out to the front. Very beautiful skating by Connor McDavid, and that is his 28th goal of the season. He is just 2 shy of the 30 mark, and could possibly get to somewhere around 35 by the end of the season. So it's 5-4, 9 seconds left. Oilers with an empty net. They have a 6th attacker on with 4 seconds. They're going to get it across the crease. It's loose in front of the net, but it is saved by Anderson, and the Senators hold on to win 5-4. Every game at this point of the season is very important, and we dropped this one. Connor McDavid, 2 goals on the night. Ryan with a goal for the Senators, and Boyle had a goal and an assist for us in a 5-4 loss in game number 66. Up next, we have the Chicago Blackhawks in game number 67. They have 84 points, one of the better teams in the NHL. Actually, I think they have the best record in the NHL. Here come the Blackhawks. This game's all tied up at 2 with 13 minutes to go in the game. Beck misses it right in front of the net. It goes to the corner where Van Riemsdyk has it. And the Blackhawks stop that rush by the Oilers. Here's the rebound with 8 minutes to go. Down the right wing. Cross ice pass to Chasen. Maroon stays on side. Here's Maroon's shot right to the front of the net, and it somehow does not end up crossing the goal line. We're still tied up at 2 with 1:03 to go. Here's Cassian. Cassian right in front of the net. Can't get a shot off. He's going to skate it back out. Cassian along the half boards. Into the corner with 50 seconds. Goes back out to the point to Sekera. Sekera pinching. Kicks it down along the boards. It ends up to Boyle. Boyle behind the net. Out to Pouliot, and his shot is saved by Crawford. Pouliot gets another one off. It's still loose, and finally Chicago comes away with it. And we are headed to overtime. With 1:24 to go left in overtime, here comes Jonathan Taves. Still tied up, obviously. Shot stopped by Eberle, and here come the Oilers the other way. Eberle over to Connor McDavid with 1:14 to go. Connor McDavid shot knocked away by Crawford, and Van Riemsdyk has it for Chicago. 28 seconds left now. An offensive zone face-off for the Oilers. Here's the shot from the point. McDavid with the rebound. McDavid skating around the net, looking for somebody to pass it to. Nobody there, trying to get it across to Fane. Fane back in front of the net to Reinhart, and it is stopped by Corey Crawford. 15 seconds to go in overtime, and nothing is settled, so we go to a shootout. In the shootout, Adam Larson misses the shot on Crawford. It's blocked away by the blocker, and here is Chicago's chance to win it, and they do. Chicago in the shootout, so we do get 1 point out of that one, but it is our second loss in a row. A 3-2 shootout loss to the Chicago Blackhawks. We outshot them 42-21, but Brandon Crawford was an absolute wall. He had 40 saves. Patrick Kane had 2 goals for the Blackhawks. Let's look at some team leaders here in the middle of this episode, see where we're at after 67 games played. Our leader in goals is Connor McDavid with 28. Milan Lucic has 16. Our leader in assists is Draisaitl with 27. McDavid with 25. Nugent Hopkins with 23. And Lucic with 20. Our leader in points is obviously Connor McDavid with 53. Ryan Nugent Hopkins with 38. Draisaitl with 37. And our leader in plus-minus, Connor McDavid with 17. And Lucic at 16. Reinhart with 14. And we'll look at the opposite end of that spectrum. The one with the most minus points is Patrick Maroon at minus 13. Shorthanded goals, Connor McDavid has 3, one in that last game against the Blackhawks. Or no, it was against Ottawa, in the Ottawa game. And then shots, 224 for McDavid. Our next closest is Eberle with 178. And shooting percentage, Victor Stahlberg, he's only taken 51 shots, though effectively Connor McDavid's 12.5% on 224 shots is our leader. And face-off percentage, Connor McDavid at 55.2% on over 1,000 draws. Milan Lucic leading the way in hits with 105. Clefbaum with 92. Maroon with 86. And a quick look at the goaltenders. Cam Talbot's played in 55 games, a 2.54 goals against average. He is 19-12. Has given up 135 goals, and Brossoit has not been too bad himself, as he has given up 30 goals and has a .924 save percentage in his time as the backup. We go to game number 68, sitting at 72 points, facing the Washington Capitals, who are at 84 points. With 2:50 to go in the third period, we are all tied up at 2, and we are looking at the prospects of another overtime here. Would be our second in a row. The shot by Eberle is saved by Holtby. And with 40 seconds, we're still sitting at 2 goals apiece. 36 seconds, Eberle, cross crease, shot is deflected by Holtby, and Connor McDavid has it behind the net. McDavid, it is picked up by Lucic. He'll swing it out around the boards to Reinhart, back to Fane. Fane from the top of the slot, and it is saved by Holtby with less than 20 seconds to go. We end up going to overtime, all tied up at 2. In the overtime, Backstrom's shot is saved by Talbot. On a Washington power play with 2:46 to go in the overtime, a very nice glove save by Cam Talbot. 1:40 to go in the game now. Still a 30 seconds left on the Capitals power play. Niskanen over to Carlson. Carlson's going to bring it up. They have 25 seconds left on the power play. Here's Backstrom. Backstrom is going to get it to the middle to Ovi, and Ovi's shot is saved by Talbot. That was a super dangerous place for Alex Ovechkin to be that wide open, but luckily Talbot was in position in the shootout. A backhanded goal by Connor McDavid puts the Oilers on top first. Very nice goal by Connor McDavid to beat Braden Holtby. So, Backstrom has a chance to tie it up, and he does. Nicholas Backstrom. And after 2 shots, both teams are on the board. So they cancel each other out. Here comes Ryan Nugent-Hopkins on the shootout. And he is going to go to the forehand and score past Holtby, and that will do it. The Oilers this time prevail in the shootout 3-2. The final score, Cam Talbot with 39 saves, 2 goals for Jordan Eberle, and Braden Holtby 34 saves for the Capitals. We were 1 of 3 on the power play. They were 1 of 5. And we will head to game number 69 at home against the Buffalo Sabres, who would be in the playoffs if they started today, surprisingly. I think the third-place team in the Atlantic Division. We're early in the third period with the Sabres leading 1-0. Just under 19 minutes to go. Here's Clefbaum from the point, and the shot is saved. I am not sure who is in net here for Buffalo. I don't believe it's Lettinen, but I guess it might be. Here is Pouliot. Pouliot gets it right to the doorstep to Toulouse. It's still loose, and it ends up in the corner where the Sabres take control of it. 17:44 to go. Here come the Sabres. Shot score! And this puts the Oilers in a very tough place. TJ Oshie, his 14th goal of the season for the Sabres. With 9:28 to go, here's a turnover. The Oilers coming the other way. They've got a 2-on-1. Here's Lucic back to the middle to Cassian, and it is saved by Robin Lehner. So it was Lehner in goal. I did not see the number. He had 29 saves on the day. TJ Oshie with 1 goal, and Cam Talbot had 20 saves. But Lehner with the shutout, 2-0. The Sabres get the win. Game number 70 against the Minnesota Wild. They are at 81 points. We are sitting at 74 points, and we blow out the Wild 6-2 in game number 70. Draisaitl had 2 goals. Sekera had 1 goal and an assist. We were 0 of 2 on the power play. We gave up 5 power plays to Minnesota, and they scored both of their goals on the power play. Let's look at the standings as we close out this episode. We have 12 games to go on the season, and we are sitting at 76 points, which is 4 points behind Anaheim and Calgary, who are tied for the, and Los Angeles, who are tied for number 2 and number 3 in the Pacific Division. So we've got to make up some ground in the next 12 games and hopefully get into the playoffs. In the Eastern Conference, you got Florida, Toronto, and Buffalo. In the Atlantic, Washington, Philadelphia, the Rangers. In the Metropolitan, the wild card would be Pittsburgh and Ottawa, with the Islanders right on the doorstep, as are the Montreal Canadiens, who have been hot lately. So that is the end of episode number 56. We have 12 games to go. It will probably be 6 games in episode 57 and 6 more in episode 58. And then hopefully we will be in the playoffs here in Edmonton Oilers franchise. It's season number 2 on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.